Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry B's Garage. I will be doing a little bit of a necessitated fix today. So it won't be any of my normal projects. I say normal, this is the start of my channel, so you wouldn't have seen what I've already done. I'll be fixing the rear shocks of my Golf GTI. Basically, if you have, first your MOT advisory stating that there's a leak in it, then there's a good chance you need to fix it. But then again, if obviously you're due an MOT and you do feel a little bit of looseness from the back, be it the left or the right, then there's a good chance you probably need to replace your shocks. I can't prove this, but I do believe when they get too weak, I guess the weight of the car could damage the springs. Someone out there correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd rather not find out. So when my car last went in for a service at VW, they kindly quoted me I think about £400 to get this done, and this is for both sides. So I went online and I went and purchased what I believe to be a good OEM replacement, which is the Bilstein. What version is this actually? I don't know, I just went with the one that was recommended for the Golf. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. It looks basically like an OEM one. If you want to see maybe the part number that's on this. So what plan of attack is, I've just released that. I'm not strong enough. Right, plan of attack is just going to go out there. It's really horrendous out there. I say horrendous, it could be worse, but it's England and it's not sunny. I don't really want to do this, but I have to. So I'll see you out there. And here is our victim for today, which is, I think, slouching just a little bit. I'm sure there are those that might say it's sitting right, but that gap in front is a bit more, which means it's kind of like, you know, slouching down at the back. Plus I can feel it, and I had the advisory, so. But yeah, that ain't right, and that's all we'll be fixing today. But my goodness, this weather, like, just may have to come back for this. So the plan of attack would be to take this wheel off, obviously jack it up, take the wheel off, remove the dust cover, or whatever it's called, the fender liner, and that should reveal the shock, which we can just about see there. But it goes all the way in. I'll show it to you when I get in there. But let me get things together, or rather muster up the courage to actually get this job done. Now, why? So I'm literally just trying to take the wheel off, just the wheel, and these covers, I mean, can't be stomped on this. They're just bloody covers. Clearly I don't have the right tool, but what was wrong with just, fine, I want to protect it from the weather. If they're rusty in there, then this is absolutely pointless. Jeez, like what the heck? They're rusty! Now I'm just taking the wheel off, just so we can get access to the area we're going to be focusing on today. So I'll just speed it up so you don't have to watch me suffer in this horrible weather. Vader. Oh my god, that's a good name. It's black. Always remember to make sure your car is unlocked before you do this. So here's what it looks like. You see all that? There's your telltale sign. You need to replace your shocks. It's probably going to be the same thing on the other side. Okay. Which one is it? So I believe that's T27. Nope. It's going to be a T25. Okay, so let's speed this part up where I take the wheel arch liner off. As I've said, there are 8 Torx screws holding this in. So let's get through that really quickly to reveal our prize behind, which is shock absorber. Alright, so I've taken one out from here, one out from here, one out from there, and there's one there. There's one there, which you can just about see. Probably just all the way around the liner until it comes free. Now the reason for taking this wheel arch liner off is to get better access to the shock absorber to access the 3 bolts holding it in. Now there are 2 of them at the very top, which is just hidden by the wheel arch liner, and there's one at the bottom behind the disc there, which I'll show later on. Now let's speed this up so you don't have to go through it in real time. Dirty. Now the real work starts. Now we need to take that. I think we need to move this out of the way, which is annoying. I think it's either that or that. I'll figure it out. And then there is one at the bottom there on the other side. You can see it just poking out here. I guess let's get to work. Oh, look at this shiny new part. Yeah, I had a good half it. I do this a lot because I don't have all the tools I need. Poor me, eh? Oh.
Alright, to be fair, I do know there are tools to do this part, but what can I say? I'm cheap. I'm trying to do this on a cheap. I'm trying to save money. And I honestly did not see myself doing this again, so I just thought I'll just use the tools I have, in my shed. So watch me do it for ages. Enjoy.
So basically we need to check the condition of there's a bump in there, a bump stop. I should take off the this zip tie, but I can see from here that it's actually fine. So I'll leave it intact and get the replacement shock. How do you get this off? By this point I've already put the shock absorber in place and just tightening the bottom bolt, and obviously torquing it to spec. You have to torque it up to 70 Newton meters and then turn it 180 degrees. Probably doesn't come across in the video, but boy, when I got to this part I was excited, thinking yes, it's done. I did it. I did one side. I've got to do the other side. Perhaps maybe next weekend? No? Wrong.
Now admittedly this side is a lot easier. I don't know why, maybe just because of the experience I just got from the first side, and you don't have that plastic in the way of taking the top bolts for the shock absorber. So yeah, I just breezed through this as quickly as you see it in this video. That's a lie, obviously. It took just as long, but by the power of editing, you get to see it done very, very quickly.
Can't believe it's done. You do know, like, oh my god, I can't believe it's done. I almost decided on taking the other side to the shops because I was tired. It always happens, but that's I just put it on a time lapse, and you probably just see me whiz through that. And that was the easier side. The driver's side does have that. I don't know what that is. There's a little plastic thing in a way, which from the documentation I saw, you were meant to take that out of the way, but in the end I was just able to wiggle it through or past, or loosen the bolt and put it back on without having to move it. So that was all right. And then passenger side, it was more of a doddle than the driver's side. I did struggle to take off the bottom bolt for the shock absorber. I didn't have the penetrating fluid. At least the bottle I had, or canister I had, had lost its pressure, so it couldn't come out. So I had to get another one to halve it. And what else? What else did I miss?
Now what I was struggling to remember was to remember to show you the ride height, and as you can see it is quite high, which is an improvement. I think that's how it's meant to be from factory. It's not like for everyone, but this is the workhorse. It does everything, and I don't need it to be slammed. So there. Thank you very much for watching this. If you've liked it, please like, subscribe, and have a very good day.